Hello. I hope we don't have too many glitches on this system today. So far, I've had 2 glitches trying to do this video. So let's get number 3 on this take going, and hopefully we can get this out to you guys. So, what are you afraid of? What are you running from that you are afraid to do, afraid to take action on, afraid to play a part in, whatever it is? What are you afraid of? This is a big question. It's a big question for a lot of people because we're all afraid of something. Some of us are afraid of spiders because we don't like those 8 legs that move so fast. Some of us are afraid of snakes. Yep. Some of us are afraid of horses because they're so big. Some of us are afraid of lions and tigers and, animals that can eat you really bad or really fast. So we all have something that we're afraid of, right? Hold on just a second. There we go. I don't know why that did that. That's another glitch. So fear isn't actually something that I encourage you to run away from. I don't encourage anyone to run away from fear because you know what? Fear, a lot of people are going to say, well, fear is a trigger point for me to tell me when something is wrong or something's not good, because I get that feeling in my gut. You get that feeling in your gut, in your chest, where it's just like all around you, because fear has a way of having its own personality. It's, what is the best word for that, guys? Fear can be debilitating. Fear can just stop us in our tracks. And, it boo-booed. Look at that. It boo-booed. Shame on that. Hold on just a second. Let me delete that. Yes. Okay. Let's see if I can get this right this time. So, fear. I want you to just take a minute now while I type this in. What does fear mean to you? I mean, really, to you, down deep, what does fear mean? Not just what are you afraid of, but what does fear mean to you? When you know what it means to you, you're going to have an easier time in going through this strategy that I'm sharing with you today. And, of course, I'm having my issues here today, so bear with me, friends. So, I prefer to acknowledge my fears when they happen, and they do happen. I am one of these people that I do not like spiders. I do not like snakes. I don't really care for bugs. I just don't care for them. And that's just part of it. But, I even have my moments where I could be afraid if I'm taking a new step. Does that sound good to you? Does it sound like something you're afraid of? Is fear is holding so many people back from taking that leap, from taking that step, from taking I don't want to say jump so much as it is to take the action steps to build and grow and create the lifestyle that you dream of having. Do you know that the graveyard is the one place where is full of unlived dreams? That's because most people will take their dreams to the grave rather than make them come to life, rather than live the dream. They will let the dream just float into oblivion and it will die with them. Why do we do that? I mean, if someone really has an answer for that, I would really appreciate having an answer, because I do not understand why so many people let their dreams dissolve when they do. They don't do what they need to do to live that dream, to be that person, to have what that person has, and to flourish and just live that dream out to the fullest. And if it's fear that's stopping everyone, The only thing I can think of, and just give me an insight on this if this is what you agree with, but maybe it's fear that they won't be able to support the family, fear that they can't do what they really want to do in life because they have a mortgage, they have bills, they have kids going to college, or whatever it is, whatever life has taken over. Or could it be that people are saying, well, life happened and then I don't get to live my dream because life happened? Well, I look at it this way. Life happens to all of us. So what are we doing while life is happening to us? Are we taking hold of those dreams? Are we living those dreams? Are we being who we want to be? You don't have to be a millionaire to be happy. Why not just have a steady income? Just be financially secure? Why not do that? Why not take the steps? Build your online business like you've already started. A lot of you out there, you've started, you're struggling, and you're saying, well, what can I do? Stop letting fear push you away. Stop letting fear hold up a hand or hold up a wall and say, no, you can't cross this. This is going to be dangerous. You can't get over this wall. I dare you to get over this wall. And fear mocks you, and fear laughs at you. And fear is not your friend. What I found out over the years is that wherever fear is lurking, and fear lurks in all of us, whenever fear is lurking, and I know I need to get a new skill, I know I need to grow in a new aspect, I know I need to learn a prospect or how to prospect, or I know I need to learn a strategy. But I'm afraid to, because number one, first of all, I have to invest in myself. I have to invest in the course. I have to invest in the system. I have to invest in the training, right? That takes money. It does. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, then I don't want to be you. I want you to be happy, and I want you to be successful, and I want you to be prosperous. And I would love to hear how you're doing and see how you're combating the fear that is holding you back. So what I do when fear is lurking, I'm just going to tell you what I do, and then I would love to hear what you are doing also, is I reach it head on. When something is, I'm afraid to do something, or something is holding me back from taking that next step, from taking that next leap. Maybe it was talking on the phone, back in the day. Maybe if I had to call somebody and I put it off and I put it off. By the time I got around to get my courage up to call that person that I knew I needed to call, it was over with. What I needed to do had already passed. And that person was not interested anymore. That was my fault. Can you relate to that? Sounds familiar, right? A lot of us, and I've heard a lot of people say, I'm just afraid to make that initial call. I know I need to get back to this person. I know they reached out. I know I need to call them back. But I just don't feel comfortable. That is fear. That is fear stepping on your toes. That is fear getting in your way. That is fear. Above all else, it stops you. But I like to reach fear head on, and I say, hey, you know what? I'm not afraid of you. I may fall on my face. I may lose it all. But that's okay, because I'm going to get right back up. And I'm going to keep going. So I don't let fear hold me back. And I've learned that when I'm in a community of people who are doing what I do, then I have someone to lean on when I fall. And you'll probably find this useful also. If you have someone to lean on, I don't mean someone to hold you accountable for. I mean someone to lean on when you're having a day and you're saying, oh my gosh, today I just can't seem to get going. I just can't seem to get this working right. I just can't seem to get this system in play. There's a community. I love it because I can lean on the community and I can say, hey guys, you know what? I'm having this time of day. What are you going to do? Can anyone help me out there? And there's always so many people that'll get back and say, yeah, this is what I did. This is what I did. It gives you incentive on different ways, different things to look at, different avenues to take. So suppose you have a question answered. Suppose you are stuck somewhere and you're working and you're frustrated and you just don't know what to do. And suppose you have a community that answers those questions for you and not have to wait for 2 days. You can get an answer within a short time. Isn't that going to give you more incentive to release the fear factor and to move forward? Or maybe you have a community where you can say, hey, I'm doing this system, I'm doing this. Could you take a look at this for me and see where you think it's messed up? Why it's not converting, what it's not doing? Exactly. A community of like-minded people that are doing what you're doing. Why not? That's the way it's supposed to be. Why not? So suppose you take a deep breath. You just take a deep breath and you let it out slow and you say, you know what? This is my time. This is my time to flourish. This is my time to succeed. This is my time to let fear go away. I will take control of fear. I will take control of my life. I will take control of the community, not so much control, but the actions, and take advantage of the community that is offering so much value to me. So let me tell you what fear stands for. You ready? This is good ones, guys. Write this down, okay? Fear stands for false. That's right, false. Events. Appearing real. False events appearing real. That is fear. So fear only holds the power you give it. Fear is a very powerful emotion. It is the emotion that holds poor people down. It is the emotion that keeps people poor. Fear is the emotion that launches rich people forward. More rich people will jump in scared as ever and say, you know what, I'm doing this regardless. I am doing this and it's going to work. Confidence, dedication, consistency, repetition, all the words we've talked about, all the training we've had, everything we've been going over for the last year is all bottled up into a fear ball because you're not taking action, you're not using the steps, you're not using the strategies, and you're not using the community that's here to grow you and help you and to let you flourish. That is a fear. That we're going to call that a fear bubble. And you know what? You're the only one that can break out of the fear bubble. Because fear, it's there to stop you. It is your subconscious sticking it in there along with your ego, sticking everything in there and saying, you know what, you can't do this. That's going to be bad for you. That's going to be too hard on you. You can't do this. Take control of fear. When you do, I look forward to hearing what your success is. I look forward to hearing how you're doing. I look forward to seeing you in the community. Come on, guys. You know you want to be in here. We have great time. We have daily coachings. We have trainings. We have so much to offer you. And I want to see you succeed. Anyone who doesn't have their business play and going, maybe you don't have a DMO, daily method of operation. Maybe you have a fear factor. Need help with that? Well, come on over and let's get this done. Okay? I would like to hear your struggles. I would like to hear your successes. And I would like to hear how you are getting out of the fear factor and out of that fear bubble that's holding everybody back. You deserve to have it all. Okay? I promise you do. Okay, I do have a training for you up here. There's always a training to help you get going or get to the next step. Or a course. There's always something up here for you to have. So take a look at this, and I look forward to seeing you in the community. Bye-bye.